Kat Calm here with Studio Sweat On Demand, and I have 5 tips for you guys to stay hydrated throughout the day. A lot of people ask, well, question number 1, how much water should I be drinking? You can look that up. You can get a calculation online for how much water you should be drinking. For me personally, it should be about 64 ounces of water. And I had a friend who said, who weighs about the same as me, Kat, how am I supposed to get 64 ounces of water in one day? I'm like, okay, well here's some tips for you. Okay, tip number 1, first thing when you guys get up, drink about 8 to 12 glasses of water. Make your goal to be to have 8 to 12 ounces of water drained before you hit the door, okay? Goal number 1. Goal number 2, this is a 24-ounce water bottle. If I drink 2 of these throughout the day, plus my morning water, this is 48 ounces if I drink 2 of these, 12 ounces in the morning, I'm at 60 ounces already. See, it seems pretty easy when you think about it that way. The next thing, tip number 3, is I always try to drink at least 1 glass of water between dinner and bedtime. So that's another 10 ounces, say. So I'm already up to 70 ounces. If you are working out, you do want to increase whatever it says. So if it says if I look at the calculation and it says 64 ounces for me, I'm probably going to drink at least 12 more ounces than it suggests if I work out hard that day, okay? Because you're sweating and you need a little bit more hydration. Tip number, I think I'm on tip number 4. Yeah, tip number 4. Thanks, Bethany. Room temperature water. You're going to be able to get a lot more water down if it's not ice cold and you don't freeze your brain, okay? Room temperature water, United States, okay? We're the only people that drink ice cold water, right, guys? The rest of the world, room temperature water. It's actually really good and easy to get down. 5th tip I have for you is take your water in the car with you. I'm telling you, I get probably 90% of my hydration done in the car. So always have your water bottle, hopefully one that fits in your cup holder, right next to you, and make sure you're drinking while you're driving. Water, that is, okay? So those are 5 tips for you guys to stay hydrated. Make sure you get it done. Now we want to give a few shout outs to some of we've got a dozen Studio Sweat On Demanders that we want to give, actually a baker's dozen. Come in, guys, come in. I've got the team here, and I'm gonna look little. No, I'm gonna look little.
Oh, we're almost the same size now.
Almost the same height. So we want to give some shout outs because guess what? We are coming up on our 4-year anniversary for Studio Sweat On Demand launching. So it was April 1st. April Fools! No, for real. We put ourselves out there, and we have done such an amazing job with myself and this wonderful team, and with you guys, of keeping Studio Sweat On Demand going for 4 years strong, going and growing. So we wanted to give some shout outs to a baker's dozen who are our first Studio Sweat On Demanders to sign up back 4 years ago, and that are still with us today. So first shout out goes to Janelle Embry, who is also the person that had the question about water that we just covered. So Janelle Embry was our first customer. She actually signed up on March 31st, the day before we officially launched back in 2012. Janelle, we love you, and Janelle is from Washington State.
Next up we have Natalia Bellhartz. I'm sorry if I say your names wrong.
You always get the hard ones.
I know. I was like,
you gave her the hard ones.
She signed up on April 1st, 2012, and she's up in Ontario.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Number 3, Nicole Morell, April 1st, 2012, Massachusetts.
You like her?
He's from Massachusetts, can you tell?
Number 4, Eric Olson, April 2nd, 2012, again, Massachusetts.
Man, I think there's another one coming too. Stuart, Margulies, and I'm 99% sure, Stu, that we butchered your name, but you are near and dear to my heart, Stuart. I remember you. I always think about you. He even took a little hiatus because he had an injury, I think, and then he came back. So welcome back, and he's been back for a long time. And he's from Pennsylvania.
Carolyn Dubay. I'm like, how else do you say that, right? Dubay. I'm going with Dubay. Mm-hmm. She joined us in April 13th of 2012, and she's a Cali girl.
What? West Coast?
Yay! Come visit us.
Yeah. All right.
Number 7, Jeanette Geisler, April 13th, 2012, up in Minnesota.
Minnesota, eh?
Lorraine Duggan, April 7th, 2012, Massachusetts.
Lorena.
Lorena. Sorry.
I know Lorena personally.
Oh.
So.
Well, why didn't you have her name?
I don't.
You should have had her name.
I don't. I'm kidding. But I do think I know how to say her name. And she's from?
Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
What's your voice?
I
keep teaching classes and it's
Aw.
disappearing.
It's that time of the year.
I know.
Near and dear to my heart, also Kara Christensen signed up April 17th, 2012, and she's from Missouri. Mwah! Love you, sister.
Okay, we've got Paige.
Those are, she'd have trouble with Smith though.
Page V.
Page V. There we go.
Bartanian.
I don't know.
Bartanian.
April 19th. She's up in Michigan.
Yeah, she is.
2012. Awesome.
Great legs.
Thanks, guys.
Shelley Romard, April 23rd, 2012, Ohio.
Why couldn't I have that one?
I know, right?
I could say that one.
Don't move it. Ashley Erdman, April 24th, 2012 in Tennessee.
Representing the South. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And then, so that's our first dozen to sign up. And then we wanted to give a special shout out to another person who is like probably one of our best Studio Sweat on-demand customers.
So Heidi Peckham from now on paper it's not going to look this way, but she's from Gloucester, Massachusetts. Heidi has.
How do you spell that?
That is spelled
The city.
Gloucester, which is naturally pronounced Gloucester.
Oh, totally.
No, it's not.
It is.
You take off the E-S-T-E-R
Worcester sauce.
and
Yeah.
it turns into an A.
Okay, all right.
Being from Worcester, I know. Do you want to read the stuff? Or?
No, it's
Okay,
all you,
so
buddy.
Heidi is awesome. Heidi has been an all-access pass holder since July 2014. She upgraded. She's a backstage pass holder. She also loves her downloads. So she has purchased 58 downloads, which
wow.
to give you some sense of how much that is, that's half of the downloads roughly that we have in the library. So
That
she
must
owns,
take up a lot of room on her computer.
I'm glad
She
you
has
asked. It takes
an
a lot of
SSoD
room.
computer.
It's,
Just solely.
Beefy computer,
It actually
like
takes
a gaming
up,
computer.
It takes up about 17 gigabytes of space. So we probably represent more than photos of like her kids or anything else. So
Well
Heidi,
done.
we love you. Thank you for liking our classes so much. You get to stream as many as you want, and you apparently get to keep at least half of them.
All right, you guys. And for those body sculpting, fat, torching workouts, make sure you check out
Studio Sweat on Demand.
Happy anniversary!